the Latinos Out Loud podcast. Yeah, that's what it is. Latinos Out Loud.
Yo, Copacabana, yo! Yes! LOLeros, do you hear that? Those are humans. There's a bunch of humans here at the Copacabana. I will be singing the song all night. My name is Loca. I have a show, y'all. Okay, welcome to the Latinos Out Loud podcast. Yes, this is episode number 400 and something. I'm not sure. Thank you so much. We are doing a live taping here at the legendary and iconic Copacabana here in New York City. This is so great. Yes! And we have such a great show planned. Oh gosh, shout out. There's so many things going on. I teach. I don't know if you guys know this, but I teach college students. I know, it's crazy, right? Like me, I'm in charge of youth. It's really scary. I'm teaching them things and they're supposed to go off into the real world and make money. But anyway, yeah, I teach media operations right now at a college out on Long Island with all the Long Island Lolitas at Five Towns College. And I had class this morning and I was so pumped. They must have thought something was up because I was like, hey guys, who's got their homework? And they were just like, what is going on? But shout out to my students. Shout out to my students. Guess what? I also teach at CUNY Brooklyn College. Shout out to CUNY in the building. And one of our former interns who's now working with the podcast is here. He but a few months ago got his master's degree from CUNY, the Fierstein School of Cinema. Shout out to Saul, who's in the building. Yeah. So the transition from my college professor to host of Latinos Out Loud is an interesting one. I gotta say, I was very covered this morning, and now my tetas are out to say hello. It's just such a transition. But that's what we do, right? We modulate. I think Latinas do a great job at modulating because we go from sister, daughter, wife, comay, you know what I'm saying, side piece. Yeah, you know what I mean? Shout out to all the side pieces in the building. I'm not mad at y'all, okay? Yeah, I'm not mad. I was a side piece at one point in my life, and I was a proud side piece. I saw the girlfriend, I was like, what? I am who I am. And I'm fine with that. Not really, but it's okay. Anyway, it's really good to not be a side piece these days. Shout out to my boyfriend who's here. Hi. He's also the producer here of Latinos Out Loud. So thank you, Eddie, for being here. Thank you, Saul. And thank you, Romel, behind the scenes. There's so many people that make this happen. Another CUNY grad, Romel Rodriguez. Hi, Romel. So, speaking of Romel, before we get on to our guests, Romel has a great show on Instagram called The Super. Anybody hear about The Super? El Super, yes! Romel came up with this genius concept that Tommy 5K, you guys know our friend Tommy 5K, is the super of the building. And this is sort of derived from Super Blocked, which is a film that Romel did, a feature film that I was cast as the mom. It was my feature film debut. It was the closing night film of the New York Latino Film Festival 3 years ago. And now he does this show on Instagram, which is micro nugget, micro content, which is all the rage these days, of El Super from the movie who has to deal with the different situations from each apartment in the building. Okay? So my episode came out this morning where I'm a crazy tenant who's complaining about all the noise. Meanwhile, she's making most of it. And I'm so happy that I finally got to wear and use my roller skate protective gear because I bought the roller skates. I'm I'm gonna freaking roller skate freaking Barbie, okay? I'm gonna roller skate I'm in California on the 305. Well, not really on the 305, but on the beach. I've worn them once, but I'm so glad that I got to use the protective gear for the Super episode. So let's show the episode that I'm in of El Super that came out on Instagram today.
Oh, Mr. Super! I'm ready to fight, Mr. Super! I'm ready to fight!
What happened?
Oh, what happened? The guy with the fake chinchilla upstairs, he must be sweeping with a stick because all I hear is da rakata, boom rakata, ga rakata. And don't get me started on apartment 2F, okay? Don't get me started.
What happened with the lady 2F?
What happened to the lady in 2F? She walks around with 3 reptiles. She's got a lizard on her head, a baby iguana on her arm, and a baby dragon that's blind on her breast. So what? Do we just let any zoological animal up in this building? What is this building, a freaking petting zoo, huh?
Okay, wait a minute. If a snake, an iguana, and a lizard didn't bite nobody, what's the problem with the lady 2F?
Oh, so you choosing sides now, Mr. Super, huh? You sleeping with her? You sleeping with the tenants now, Mr. Super?
Hey. I'm not sleeping with nobody. I'm just saying.
You just saying? You're saying that you're a coward and you're just like every other superintendent. Not so super.
A snake, a lizard, an iguana. I have to see them. Super!
Okay, so that was El Super. What do you guys think? It was super, right? Yes, so funny. Gosh, the laughter here is just infectious and so authentic. Okay. Should we get on with the show? Exactly. Okay, so our first guest, gosh, she has such a treat for you. She is a comedian who is killing it right now. I don't want to pose any spoilers here, but you've seen her at all the comedy clubs here in New York City. You've also seen her on Law and Order. Please put your hands together for my friend, my silly sister, Alana Johnson. So this is our interview. I don't know if we've done that. We haven't done this in a while. I mean,
No.
Alana and I, we talk a lot.
Like every day is a podcast.
Almost every day.
I don't
Yeah.
know why we don't just voice record those
We should.
and upload them on Spotify.
On Spotify.
Spotify.
Well, I want to put
Spotify,
I want to put the spot on you right now because
Okay.
you are very accomplished at this point.
Am
okay.
I?
So Alana J today is celebrating her 1-year anniversary from being on Law and Order.
Yeah. Right? It's a thing. It could be. Somebody commented on my Instagram that it's my Dick Wolf anniversary. My Dick Wolf anniversary.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah.
Happy Dick Wolf anniversary.
Thank you.
So you were on Law and Order a year
was.
ago,
I
and you
was.
played a police officer.
I was. They call him a uni in the verse.
Tell us more. Tell us about this experience and how it changed your career trajectory.
Well, I wish it did, but
Okay.
But no, it was an amazing experience. Mostly because I'm gonna get a little real here. I'm gonna get a little real here for a moment. So I had just graduated, or no, I didn't. I graduated 2 years ago. Whatever. It was my first TV booking since I graduated from LSU with my master's in acting. That was a real thing that I decided to do.
All paid for. They
all
paid for her.
All paid for. Yeah.
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 A scholarship, they
Yeah.
call it.
Thank you. Thank you. And unfortunately, right after I graduated, my cousin, who was NYPD, passed away. Literally the day after I graduated. And it was very sad. I hadn't seen him since COVID, so I was devastated. So fast forward the next year, around the same time, I get the audition shortly after the anniversary of his passing. And then when I got to set and after I had booked it, my badge had my brother's birthday in it.
Oh, wow.
So I was like, I felt like it was them, I felt like it was shout out to my dad. I felt like it was my dad and my cousin that made that happen. I really felt it was a divine intervention type thing. But
That's beautiful.
the experience was dope. The experience was awesome, I was sweating bullets in that cop outfit. Oh my God. And they had to tailor it. I was literally the shortest cop ever on the history of the show. I'm not even kidding. I walked in, they were like, wow, you were a real short queen cop. I was like, I'm sorry, I didn't lie in my measurements.
Does this come in kids by any chance?
Right? So they tailored it just for me. So I felt very, very important, even though I was only on set for like that day, but it was great. Yeah.
You killed it. We're so proud of you.
Thank you.
And may that episode run and run and run. Like
I'm
Jackie
getting back.
Joyner Kersey. Run episode.
I want to get back in the verse. I want to
Okay.
get back in the Law and Order verse. So everybody, like, I don't know if you do crystals. I don't know if you do
Light a candle.
Palo Santo. I don't know if you do.
hang up a police
Yeah.
uniform somewhere in the
Yeah.
crib if you can. Yeah.
because I'm
You'll
trying to get back on there. Mhm.
But you're also busy doing a lot of other things.
I know.
You're teaching
I
as
am.
well.
I am.
I can't believe we're teachers.
We're teachers. We're professors.
We're professors.
Profesoras. Profesoras out loud, bro.
POL.
POL.
Yo, they don't even know, son. They don't even know.
They don't even know.
I kind of bug out though when they're like, Professor Strauss. I'm like, what?
I know, right?
Say it again.
On
You
this
know?
on the second day that I taught, on the second day I taught, there was a kid that wasn't there the first day, and I heard him from all the way in the back go, "Yo, son, that's our teacher."
That is the best.
Yeah.
You know what I do on day one?
What?
On day one, I sit in the classroom, like in one of the classroom seats,
Mm-hmm.
and like I leave the front of the classroom empty. Cause you know, they're like, yo, she don't show up in 15 minutes, I'm out, son. You know what I'm saying? 15-minute rule. You know, and I wait to hear all the murmurs and see what's happening. And then I get up and I'm like, I am your professor, you know, and I do like a dramatic entrance. And they're like, oh shit. You know, it's so great to kick
You should
things off.
record that. That would go viral.
Should I? I think I need their permission or something. Like, I
do
don't know.
you?
Are we allowed to record things?
Does anybody anymore?
I don't know, but I don't want to be recorded myself. I don't know. Maybe I'll do that one day. But
Yeah.
you're teaching. How
I
is that
am.
going for you? What do you teach? Tell us all.
I'm a professor of public speaking. And yeah, it's honestly, I know that I've already made an impact, not to brag, because the first day, so many of the kids were like, they wanted to drop the class. Most of them are taking the class because it's a requirement, not because they actually want to take it. They have to take it, right? So a lot of them wanted to drop the class, but then after day one, I did a bunch of improv stuff, you know? We got silly with it. We got loose with it. You know, I said word is bond a bunch.
And they understood that? That's so 80s.
Yeah, they did.
They weren't even oocytes
They
at
did.
that point. They were like,
oh my God, oocytes.
they weren't even blastocysts.
They were not. They
No.
were stem cells.
They were like a figure of their parents' imagination.
They were
Oh, we
stem
taking you to
cells.
chemistry class real quick. You remember that? Yeah, osmosis.
You
Yep.
on the magic school bus now, baby. Buckle up.
Okay. Yeah.
We're riding the magic school bus.
Yeah, I have so many of those books at home. You should read them to Benjamin when you get a
I would
chance.
love to.
Okay, they're all like on top
I
of the
won't
dresser.
hit him with them.
Don't. I mean, if you have to, if you must, you know.
No.
Okay,
I'm scared of
Alana,
him. Yeah.
you are also producing comedy shows on
I
top
am.
of everything else. So tell us a little bit about that.
I have been, for the last like 6 months, producing private comedy shows at luxury buildings, which is why you ain't seen no flyers on Instagram. Because I don't got to sell any tickets.
Oh, that must be.
And
such-
that is a dream. That is a dream. I get to pay my comics. I'm so possessive. I get to pay the comics. They're their own entities. I get to get paid myself. And, right? And we get to provide this. We're an amenity at the build. I'm an amenity.
amazing. So they put that in the like thing that they sell. Like, if you
Yes.
live in this building, you'll also be subject to a private comedy show by this girl, Alana J. She's hot.
Basically, I don't even have to do the marketing.
Right?
It's great. It's
Swimming
great.
pool,
So,
gym, Alana J. Sign me up. How much is the rent?
yo, like 5 G's.
Okay, sign me down.
And it's not a lot of square footage.
Okay,
You
I'm
can't-
out.
You can only do like two steps in the apartments.
Do you do bar mitzvahs?
Why not?
Okay.
I'll do a bar. I'll do a bat mitzvah, hava gana lagila hava. I'll do it all.
I love that. I love that you're so into the culture.
Give me some challah bread.
Challah, that's
Give
right.
me some rugala.
You got to do the chali.
Challah.
Chali. My dad taught me the
Challah,
Yeah.
challah.
A lot of saliva on these mics, by the way, but that's fine. They
Yeah.
absorb and, you know. Okay, so to end this interview, not that I want to end it, but we have to keep the show progressing. This is my new toy.
Oh.
Okay, I got this from Five Below, y'all. Yeah, shout out to Five Below, y'all. They got some, right? Thank you. I could spend 5 hours in Five Below, you know? Anyway, so this is now the Latinos Out Loud Hot Wheel, okay? So all the guests this evening will spin the Hot
Aye,
Wheel.
it's hot.
Yup. And there are questions here denoted by the color of this triangle thing, the
That's
wedge
a lot of
on
preparation,
the wheel.
Professor.
Yes. So, yeah, I steal a lot of supplies from the department, at the school. Like
that's so
Post-it
smart.
notes. If anybody needs highlighters, I shouldn't say that out loud. Can we edit that?
Edit that.
Okay. But if anybody needs like the little flags, Post-it
No,
notes.
I need a printer.
3-hole punch. No, I can't get big ticket items. But like small ticket items, highlighters up the wazoo.
I
Okay,
love it.
so you're gonna spin the wheel.
Okay.
Whatever color it lands on will be the color of the envelope that I'm gonna pull from, and there's a question in the envelope.
Okay.
And it's hot.
Do
Are
I
you
do it?
ready? Spin that shit.
Okay.
Here we go. Big money, big money, big
That was
money.
weak.
Okay, red,
Oh,
red,
yeah.
red,
Red.
Last
I had
one.
a feeling I was going to get
red, which I also thought kind of looked like the flag of Japan. But okay,
It
so here we
does.
go. Do you want me to read it to you? Maybe I should. And the winner is.
Yeah, read
I hope
it.
to do that one day. I really want to like host an award show. Okay, here we go. Ooh, this is a good one. Ooh, this is a good one. Okay, what is the craziest place you've ever gotten busy at?
I think it was in Edgewater, New Jersey. In the tube section of the playground.
Oh, a playground.
Yeah.
At the playground,
I wasn't playing around at the playground. It was going down at the playground.
You was getting some play at the playground.
I was getting Yeah. I'm sorry. That's the truth.
That's okay.
Should
I
I
bet
do-
you the slide was mad slippery the next day. Disgusting, right? Disgusting. Yo!
It was the winter. We put coats down. It was fine. It was fine.
Was it one of the slides that like go like that? Like the
It was like the tube. It was the tube.
Okay.
Yeah, we got lubes in the tube.
Oh, snap. I'm going to
Yeah.
leave it right there.
Yeah.
Alana, drop your handles. Let everybody know where they can follow you.
Okay, my handles are love.
Right here.
At AlanaJ.tv. I think everywhere. At Alana J, ALANA J.TV. I had to think about it. Yeah, that's where I'm at.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank
One more
you.
time for Alana J.
Thank you.
Are you guys ready for some more show? I can't hear you. You ready for some more show? Amazing, amazing. Okay. This next guest is also a very dear friend of mine. I am so proud of all that he has accomplished. The last time this gentleman was on Latinos Out Loud was 2019. So it's been some time. We have some catching up to do. I'm like, gosh, what do I get him? Should I get him a toaster? Should I get him like an embroidered jacket? But that's going to be for the third time he's on the show, okay? 3 times you get a toaster. Anybody use toasters, by the way? Because they're mad cheap. That's why I said, like, okay, Jason still uses a toaster. They're like $10. Proctor Silex, can't go wrong. Okay, so you have seen him also on the comedy club circuit. He's had specials on HBO. He's got a new special coming out tomorrow. Please put your hands together for this very funny Dominican man, Ian Lara. Yo, you just like popped up out of nowhere. I don't even know where he just came from. I didn't know there was a back there.
I was in the back. I thought it was way more people in here from how loud y'all was laughing.
Oh, that's a compliment. That is such a compliment. How you doing?
I'm doing really good. Let me get this here. I'm doing great. How you doing?
I'm doing
I think
so-
was it 2019? I think it was 2018.
Was it 18? Was I
Yeah.
pregnant?
I don't see pregnant.
Okay, that's a good answer. Actually, thank you. I appreciate that so much. Right? Because
It'd be weird if I'd be like, yeah, and then you're like, I wasn't
pregnant. Actually, I never had a kid in 2018. Thank you. I was just really,
It's a trick question. It's not my
curvy.
first interview.
I want to say, okay, I thought it was 2019, but I could be off. I'm not
I
perfect.
think it was 2018. I did my first Comedy Central set. That was the first thing I ever did. and it had went viral, and then you guys invited me on, and I came. I met the whole crew.
That's
that was
right.
cool. That was a lot of fun.
Well, your family. We also hung out a lot in LA, right? When we was out there.
Oh yeah,
for
we were
Bring
doing the NBC
Funny.
show. Yes.
That was a good time.
That was a fun time.
And we we had like a squad because there weren't that many Latinos out there for Bring the Funny, and they put us all up in the same hotel.
Oh, yeah,
we
I
were in the
remember
same
that.
hotel as like The Voice and like the dance show.
Yeah.
Every time we pass somebody like dancing by the pool, we're like, "What's their problem?" Oh, that's the Jabberwockies or whatever their names were. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was really cool. Did you advance on that show? What round?
No. One day. I did my 7 seconds I got on television. They sent me right home.
Yo, we also did not make it past the first round.
Yeah, no, they got us up out of there.
Yo, but they gassed us, right? Like they're like,
Yeah.
"You guys are so good, you sketch comedians from New York. You're gonna make it." We were
NBC
like,
literally
"What?"
told me I was gonna win. Like I was buying a house. Like when I came, I was like, I'm just gonna win this real easy in LA, and then I'll come back. I'll get a new house, and immediately they were like, "Go home."
Oh God.
Day one. Yeah.
It was tough, and the departure was really, really rough. You know?
Yeah, it's
Right?
brutal at first, especially on like your first thing, because you think that once you get the first thing, you think like, okay, here we go, we're off to the races, and then when that gets shut down, you really gotta it's a lesson in humility and trying to start
Humble
over.
juice for sure. I just
Yeah.
remember they were like, "You've been eliminated, and here are your flights home for tomorrow."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Wait, what?
Yeah.
Like now?"
Well,
You
they
want
made me speak to a therapist. I don't know.
I spoke to the
Oh,
on-set
all right. I thought it was
therapist.
just me. They was like, you got to
Nah.
speak to someone. We can't just let you go home after after this.
No, we spoke to the therapist. He's like, "Are you guys okay? Are you all right? Are you traumatized?" And I
Yeah.
hammed it. I was like, "Yes, I
Yeah.
am traumatized."
I was
am.
okay until I
Can you
spoke to the
prescribe me
therapist.
something?
That was like once I was on the couch, I was like, I don't think I'm okay now. I was gonna go home fine, but now that I'm speaking to somebody, let me tell you about my dad. You know.
Oh, milk it. Yes,
He was like, "This
definitely
is not what
milk
this is
it.
for."
Yo, it was crazy that in reality TV, they really had an on-site psychologist
Yeah.
there to talk to people, because there is a lot of hype. You're being pulled
Oh,
from
that's
one
the
set
worst.
to another set, and then
And John Legend was there because his wife, she was
Chrissy
so,
Teigen.
Yeah, so I got eliminated. I walked by John Legend. I was like, not now, John. I just kept going. I couldn't even say hello.
you didn't even want to autograph.
No,
You're
I
like,
was like,
"John,
not now. Your
please,
wife didn't vote for me.
just
Don't.
play the piano and get out of
Yeah.
my way." You know? Yeah.
It was, but that's like a lesson in this business. Like so people just imagine, including myself, that it's just an uphill thing, but it's not. It's like up down, up down, up down.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Because so this is what number special for you?
This is, I guess, technically my second, but I had a Comedy Central half hour also, so my third, I guess. So my third special. I've been doing stand up for now. It's going to be 15 years.
Can we clap for this man?
Thank you.
Stand up for 15 years,
Yeah.
3-ish specials.
Yeah, 3. Yeah, you could say 3 specials. Yeah.
So tell us about the ups and downs to get to where you are today.
I feel like I've had a lot of big breaks in my life, and they never panned out how I thought they were gonna pan out. Like after that show, I got again NBC. We had spoke off thing, and they were like really like hype on me, and I thought that I would advance. But as you know, they picked what they wanted you to do on the show, and I was going back and forth. I said, I don't think this is right. The jokes you guys picked, I don't think this is gonna work.
Tell me more, because I went through the sketch experience.
Yeah.
You went through the stand-up experience.
Right, so we were having that back and forth. I was like, I don't think these jokes are gonna work, and they were like, trust me, it's gonna work. We know this. We know television. We know. And then I went out, and then I didn't advance, so I was pretty upset. And then when I came back home, NBC felt bad because we had that back and forth. So that's when like the booker of the Tonight Show, he reached out and he was like, "Hey, I'm sorry about what happened on the show, but if you want to do the Tonight Show, send us a set and we would love to check it out."
Okay, look at that.
Yeah,
Look at
so-
the universe.
Yeah. So
That's
that was
it.
the first time in 2019. I just did my 5th time last month. So
On
I've done it
Fallon.
on the Tonight Show, yeah, with Jimmy
Can you guys
Fallon.
clap for him?
Yeah, I've done it
Like-
5 times.
We got a Dominican on Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah.
That is huge, y'all. And he keeps going back, and you keep killing it.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations just on the strength of that and you putting in the work. Because you know what they always say, oh, you got to be in the right room at the right time. Yes, you are accurate. You are correct. But you got to work your ass off to get in that room.
Right, yeah. It takes, you just got to grind it out. It takes a lot of
Yeah.
people just think it's going to happen. It takes grinding it out. But to go back to what you were saying, I did the HBO special in 2022. That was like a couple, almost a year after my mom passed.
Sorry.
I was supposed to film it, and then she passed like a week before the first time, and HBO was really cool. They were like, whenever you're ready, just give us a call, and we'll do it. And I took about a year to like grieve and go on the road and get it right. And then I called them and I was like, I'm ready. And they was like, pick the date. And I picked it, and they were like, pick the venue. And it was nice. They just wrote a check. I didn't have to worry about nothing. And Ida Rodriguez, she helped me through it. She directed it. That was great. This last one that I recorded, I paid for it myself, and it's not the same.
How is it not the same? I think I know the answer, but tell us.
Well, when HBO, first of all, when you deal with people and HBO, like when you're negotiating on behalf of HBO, nobody wants to, like, no venue wants to look bad in front of. So like anything you ask for, they're like, okay, we'll figure it out. And I like the first time, I didn't even consider prices. Like I thought shit was just free. Like I just thought that you just go, and that's the thing. But then when I did it, they were like, I was like, how much am I paying for waters? I said, no waters. Nobody.
Drink your saliva.
Everybody bring water. Everybody bring their own water. Yeah. So it was tough, but it was cool. I mean, I spent like a ton. I spent so much like on it. It's like my life savings on my special. But it was kind of cool, like, because I showed up and I had like a crew of like, I don't know, it was like maybe 30, 40 people. And it was nice to be like, well, I'm the boss. So, you guys take lunch when I decide. I'm like a union.
And everybody's
they're like, you got to give us a lunch. I'm like, no lunch.
Tomato basil wraps, no protein.
Exactly. No, but everybody was great, and the experience was great. I feel like both experiences, the industry has pivoted a little bit, even since 2022. After that, I got named one of Variety's top 10 comics to watch, and that's like, thank you. That's like once you get named, when a comedian gets named that's like they go to Montreal to the Just for Laughs festival, and that's where they go to like get famous. That's like Variety, the magazine, saying like these are the next most big comedians, right? And then when I got selected, I went up there, and Hollywood was on strike, so nobody was there. Yeah. The agents weren't there, the managers, TV wasn't there, nobody was there.
Oy.
Yeah. So it was tough, and then I had to. I feel like I've had to build it back up like a couple of times, but it is what it is. It's just a learning lesson, and like knowing that it's not a straight ride. Even when you have like, because I know comedians who have popped bigly like early on, but it's still a marathon. Like if you pop early on, you might struggle later on. So you gotta always be humble and be nice to people.
Definitely, right? But that's a message for anyone in any craft. Just be nice to people. Be nice to people in corporate. Be nice to people in comedy. Yeah. Actors, we're all in this grind. It's really hard, and we're not against each other. Like, right. Especially Latinos. I just feel like we really need to emphasize the unity that's needed for us to rise. How many Dominican stand-ups do you know? I mean,
5.
Thank you. You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot more now. When I started, it was not a lot. There's a lot more, and then, like even like the younger guys, like the new like young 20-year-olds who start, and then they like. It's such an honor to me. Like some of them, it's like, I guess I'm old now, but they're like, you're the person that we show our parents. Like as a person, is like when they're trying to convince their parents like not to go to college, they're like, look, this guy's Dominican and he could do it. Which I mean, that's an honor. When I started, it was no other Dominican. Like there was Dominicans, but they weren't like being, now there's like so many who are killing it. There's so many Dominicans now who are just like killing the game, and I love to see that.
Who are some of your comedy heroes? Where did you draw inspiration from early in your career?
Early on, I guess probably like the basic, like Chris Rock. I remember my ex-girlfriend, she took me to see his special when I was 18 at the Apollo, his HBO special, and it's crazy to see. Like 12 years later, I did the same thing. I filmed my special 12 years. Like I went to see it. I decided to do comedy. 12 years later, I filmed one for HBO also here in New York City. So that was like a huge deal.
Look at that.
Early on, it was him, but I'm a really big fan of Kevin Hart. I've always liked him, his comedy and stuff. But even deeper than that, Kevin Hart lost his mom at the same age that I lost my mom in the middle of when his career was taking off, and he was literally on a movie set, like, so he had to deal with that. So I guess I relate to him more than I relate to other people just through that grief experience.
Thank you for sharing so much with us here tonight, by the way.
Oh, I'm always very open about it. I learned that in therapy.
feel free to share other things from therapy because I can't afford therapy right now.
You should do the NBC
So-
show because when you lose, you speak to a therapist.
Yeah, I should go back, right? What was his name? Like Dr. G or something?
I
He was
don't
like,
remember. I
I'm
was pissed
Dr.
off.
Manischewitz.
I remember I told my mom and my dad at that time, I was like, I'm going to Hollywood to be a star. And then 3 days later, I'm like, could you pick me
We're
up from the
coming
airport?
home.
I'm coming back.
I had the same experience, but
Yeah.
we were out there for like a good 10 days. It was cool. It
I
was
stood
cool.
extra not to come home early. Like, so I didn't have to face my parents.
Yeah.
But no, it was a good experience, and I gotta say, like, I don't know. I sometimes I'll do podcasts, and people talk about lack of support in the Latino community, but I never felt that. Even from like from the Comedy Central stuff that went viral, it was always Latinos that shared my stuff, especially like Dominicans that shared my stuff, and like I feel that Comedy Central set did over like 20 million views back when it was like hard, like not that it's easy now, but it was very difficult. You had to go viral organically. There was no algorithm back then, and it did like 20 million, which I feel was like amplified by like the Latino community, and I wouldn't have been in other conversations for the Tonight Show if I didn't have that, which that's why I always make sure to like show the support in every way I can, because I feel that they do show up. I see the same like artists at all the events, like always showing love and supporting each other. So
And I'm going to take this moment to say thank you for always supporting me. This man has always been a quick text message away. I text him, he answers me. Either he could do something or he can't. You've always been there, and thank you so much for doing that and being here tonight.
No, of course. I mean, you had me on the podcast, before I got eliminated on NBC. So
I'm a real one.
That was a big deal.
You know what I'm saying? 100, Brooklyn.
No,
okay?
of
You know what I'm
course.
saying?
I always like. Sometimes I have random people text me like that people gave them my number, and I'm like, however I can help you, I'll tell you. I'll tell you the things. I don't know. It's up to you. Yeah.
So you have a trailer for Material Boy.
I do. It does exist. It is real.
It exists. Let's take a look.
Yeah.
Give it up for Ian Lara.
We got a band for my special. That's a big deal. I'm a Dominican man. Once Dominican men start getting bands, that's how you know they got money. That's how you show your family, like, okay, he's paid, he got money. That's how the men do it, though. The women do it differently. When the Dominican women get money, they just pop up with a fat ass. Out of nowhere, they'll just show up. 62 years old, just a fat ass. They'll be like, when the hell Safina get a fat ass? She had a dream about her sister. She played her birthday, and she hit a number, so the Lord sent her an ass. I used to date poor. You know how hard that is for a man? Every date I went on, I had to really think about it. And it had to be cute. That's what men do when they're poor. They make it cute. Ladies, if you ever on a date with a guy and it's overly romantic and cute, he's poor. Yeah. He can't just take you to a steakhouse. He gotta find a street fair or carnival to impress you. Now I look back at people from my past differently. Like, you ever judge somebody for dating you? You never wish you could sit down with an ex and talk to him? Like, what was you going through when you did that? You so much better than that.
They're clapping at the perfect time in the trailer. They're,
So what'd you guys think of the trailer?
come on, guys. Stop. Guys, stop. Stop, guys. Stop.
Material
Thank you.
Boy is coming out tomorrow. This was also directed by Ada Rodriguez.
Yes.
So tell us about this experience. This is a different kind of special. This is going to be on YouTube.
Yeah.
Thank you for
It's
the
gonna be,
access.
It's gonna be on. It's gonna be on Prime, and also it's gonna be on Prime streaming also. I think in like a month. But I wanted to release on YouTube first. I just wanted people to see it. I've been doing comedy for a long time. I work my ass off on this. Like, I just want people to see it and watch it. And if you don't like it, I promise I'll never ask for nothing again. You could just write me off. Like, this is the project that I'm like, okay, watch this, and if you don't like it, then you'll never like me. Because I think that it is me operating at my highest gear. Like,
That's deep.
Yeah.
That's deep. So November 7th,
Tomorrow, yeah, it'll be
YouTube.
Yeah, it'll premiere on YouTube tomorrow. Then it'll be up there forever. And yeah, if you like it, give me a thumbs up, a comment, and share it. I feel like the HBO one really kind of broke me in like a lot of mainstream circles and allowed me to get into those conversations. And with this one, I'm trying to get like the old school bootleg route. Like I want it to, I want it to be free for everyone, and they could share it how they used to do with bootlegs, like back in the day. You remember there was like a movie came out, and you like, yo, you got to get this bootleg, and then people become stars off bootleg. So
yeah.
I'm hoping that that's what happens with this.
You know
one.
how many of them plastic wrappers I had like in the crib?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You pass it over, it has the disc inside.
Yes, yeah. So that was my approach when I spoke to like my people. I was like, I want to put it out there where everyone can get it, and it's easily accessible to everyone. And I hope that they watch it. You're competing with a lot of stuff now, so I hope they watch it and enjoy it.
Yeah. And thank you for just like making it so easy for us to access. I cut the cord last month, but I don't subscribe to everything because then I'm gonna be right back at what I was paying frickin' Spectrum cable. I see you, Spectrum.
Yeah.
So I don't want to do that. So thank you for the access. Okay, what was your favorite thing about making Material Boy?
Material. I honestly just. But it takes a lot to build that night. Like the night of, if you came to the night of, it just seems like everything is just hitting on all cylinders, and my family gets to see it. And as a stand-up comedian, I tour so much, I miss a lot of like events with my family, like a lot of like birthdays or holidays and stuff. And when they come out, I feel like they see the show and it makes everything I miss worth it. Like it makes them understand like, oh, this is the stuff that you were working on. We understand. So just hearing from like my family and the people who were at the HBO special, hearing them like be like, yo, we love the HBO special, but this one you're operating on a new level. You want to just keep elevating the art form and keep growing.
Do you see your own growth? Do you ever I was wondering do you ever step outside of your body or off the hamster wheel and be like, look at this guy, No. I've in my living room, I've hung up like a lot of my stuff in my living room just so because I sit on my couch and I do work, so just like so I could look at it, like the things from the Tonight Show, my posters, they're all hung up. So I just want to look at it to remind myself like the things that I've done. But it's hard, especially when you're a minority. We all like have that imposter syndrome, and then you fight the imposter syndrome, but then the people who don't have imposter syndrome is weird. I'm saying because they're like delusional. They just think that they belong in every room, which is I guess that's good too. But I'm not. You deserve to be here.
Yeah, everyone just think they deserve it.
What does that feel like?
I know. I don't know what that feels like. But I've learned. I mean, I'm 35 now. I've learned that this is how I operate. This is how I work. I'm okay with it. Like some people, oh no, you need to. It's like okay. I recorded Material Boy 10 months ago. It comes out tomorrow. I already have a new 40 minutes for a show. That means I'm only like 20 minutes away from a new hour.
Yes. So what do you think about this self-producing model? Are you about this?
We'll see. We'll see how it does. We'll see how it does. One thing I feel like when I was on HBO, it allowed me, like, it introduced me to like a lot of like celebrities. Like celebrities would hit me up because they watched it on HBO, and that was very cool. Like as a no name, that was very cool. But now I just hope people watch it and enjoy it and leave positive reviews and share it. So we'll see if it works. If it works, I don't know if I'll ever want to go back to dealing with like a network.
Right, because they taking money out of your pocket.
Yeah.
Right, and you got your friend Ada doing this, who's a brilliant comedian herself.
Yeah. Amazing.
So before we spin the Hot Wheel. Yeah, he just gave me the. What are you talking about? Okay. What would you tell a young Ian Lara if he was right here in front of you, knowing what you know now? Let's dial back to when maybe you told your first joke. Maybe it was in like junior high school or high school or something. What are some words of advice that you would give him?
Yeah, I was when I decided to be a stand-up comedian, I had just graduated college. I was pre-law. I was gonna go to law school.
No.
Yeah. I took the LSATs and I applied to law school and everything. I was gonna be an attorney, and I just decided to do stand-up. And for like the first, I don't know, maybe 8 years, it was just like me. It felt like it was me climbing a mountain that I didn't see the top of. You just kind of climbing into the clouds and hoping that, the top of the mountain is somewhere. You just climbing up without seeing it. I guess I would tell my stuff. I've done like some of the coolest things that like I would never imagine that I would do. I guess I would just tell myself that it was worth it. That it's worth it. Do the thing. It's worth it. Now I live. That. We all have things we wish we could do, but I live a really cool life.
I love that. Yeah, it's worth it.
Thank you.
I love that. All right, Ian, my friend, this is the Latinos Out Loud Hot Wheel, okay?
All right.
So basically you spin it,
All right.
and then it's going to land on a color,
All right.
and then we're going to get the coordinating envelope of that color, and there's a hot question in these envelopes. Envelopes? I feel like envelope is fancy. In these envelopes, there's a fancy question.
Okay, this
So-
works, but not the trailer. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, because you know why? Because I got this at Five Below.
you ready?
And I didn't get that at Five Below. So, yes.
ready?
Are we ready? Like, come on, cheer them on, guys. Big money, big money, big money,
You
big
wrote
money.
the questions?
Oh, okay. So,
Red.
wait, didn't we do red before? No, so spin it again.
That's my
Pretend that this
favorite
didn't happen.
It's gonna be a lot of editing. On this.
Okay, it's red again.
I'll do it again.
Okay, should I tie a quarter to the back of it or something? Yes! Okay, we have green. Green. Okay. This is so exciting.
Uh-oh.
And the award goes to... Okay, I'm going to keep doing that all night. Putting that on the universe. I really want to host an award show one day. Or at least just give away an award. You know what I mean? Okay. What would you do if you woke up one day and discovered you were invisible?
If I tell you what I wouldn't do is
Tell us everything.
No, I don't know. That's pretty good. Invisible, huh?
Everybody's thinking right now, like,
Yeah, I'm
shit,
trying to
I would
think.
show up at my ex's crib real quick.
You know what? I feel like a while ago that those are the things. Like I would kind of want to be in rooms that I'm not in and hear what is said about me.
Ooh.
Like and whether it's in the industry or exes or whatever, just hear what they actually think about me. But now I literally don't want to know. Like I'm like. I'd rather not know nothing.
Yes,
like
good.
I'm walking around. I'm
Out
like,
of sight,
yeah.
out of mind, blinders on, focus.
Yeah, so I don't know if I was invisible. You know what? I'll sneak into venues like sporting events.
Okay,
Yeah.
like which one specifically?
Like I'll go watch the Knicks and sit courtside.
Ooh,
And then,
courtside at Madison
yeah,
Square Garden.
like when Spike is trying to sit down, he'll just be me out there.
Wait, you want Spike Lee to sit on you?
No,
Or
that's not what I want.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
just saying-
You just want to sit in his
Yeah,
seat
saying-
and be invisible.
Yeah, yeah, be
That's
invisible.
great. I love
Yeah.
that answer.
Yeah.
Ian, tell everybody what you want them to do after seeing Material Boy, because we have an audience here. They are engaged. They will listen.
This is a really good audience, by
Yeah,
the way.
this is a really, really
you
great
so much.
audience. Do you want them to repost? Do you want them to share? Do you want them to like and subscribe, Venmo you? What would you like them to do?
Ideally, everything you just named would be nice. But honestly, I feel like the word of mouth is the best, the organic, that like if you enjoy it, share it if you can, but tell somebody to watch it. Tell somebody you know, like, hey, check this out, and they'll tell somebody, and that's the best way. Like, because when you do it that way, they can't take nothing away from you. There's like, this is built grassroots organically. So yeah, so just like it, give it a thumbs up when you see it on YouTube. If you can, leave a positive comment or a negative one, whatever, just whatever. If you enjoy it, just do that for me, and I really appreciate that. That means the world to me.
Awesome. And you can follow him at Ian Lara Live.
Ian Lara Live.
On all the socials. Ian, thank you so much for coming
Thank
on the
you. I
show
appreciate
again.
you having me, and thank you, guys.
Congratulations another time for Ian Lara.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, you guys, are you ready for some more Latinos Out Loud? Yes. It is only right that we have a guest who is a king in his genre of music. You know him from hits like La de la Tanguita Roja, which I know everybody here owns a red thong. Ladies, tell me if you do not, because we all own a red tanguita because of this man. El Baile de Beeple. There's just so many hits that Oro Solido has blessed us with. Hasta la 15 de la mañana. Oro who? Oro Solido. Y en inglés. Y otra vez. Bueno, llegó el rey. Please put your hands together for my dear friend, Raul Acosta. Bang, bang. It's so good to see you. Here's your mic. Pero dime, a ver, loco, ¿qué lo
Thank
que?
you so much.
How you doing?
Good.
It's good to see you.
Good to see you too. Very excited to be here. Finally.
Finally, right?
Yeah,
We've
yeah,
been
we
talking
always
for
spoke
so
about
long.
this.
I know.
I was always dreaming and sending you great vibes for you to always do this, so I'm happy to see you doing it.
Thank you, Raul. Yeah, Raul has always been a champion of mine. He calls me La Judía. ¿Y la judía cómo está?
La judía del mambo.
La judía Dia del Mambo. My parents are very proud of that, by the way. Thank you. And Raul is just really not only just a champion for me, but for us, you know, for La Comunidad. He does so much. He does media. He's got a new restaurant that we're going to talk about. I got to get into politics with you real quick. We got to talk about that. There's a lot to cover. I have my notes here, but I don't think I need them because you're my friend. Thank you so much for making the time to come here to the Copacabana, which you were just here for the Dominican Film Festival last week.
Yes.
How was that?
That was nice. That was amazing, and I'm looking forward to next year.
Yeah, I love the Dominican Film Festival for so many reasons. I mean, this year I couldn't make it, but I was a judge behind the scenes. Okay. So I got to judge the feature films. But man, I found love in the Dominican Film Festival. Good, I think I've told this story on the podcast before, but I'll give the abridged version. I wrote a short film that made it into the festival 2 years ago? 3 years ago. Gosh, time flies when you're having fun. So 3 years ago, and I'm in the theater at 42nd Street, and my film screened, and another film screened during this block, and I'm like, who's that teacher? The teacher in the film looked good. But, I was not looking for love. So I'm just like, okay, keep it going. And then the lights go up in the theater, and we go up to the front for the Q&A with the filmmakers, and the teacher's right next to me. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's him. Oh my gosh. And we've been together now for 2 years. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
God
so
bless.
just finding love through the art, and the Dominican Film Festival brings us together. And you, Raul, I just love how you're everywhere at any given time. My first question for you, Senor Oro Solido, is tell me about what's going on with the political stuff in DR. Answer this question for us because we all want to know. Are you running for president of the Dominican Republic?
Absolutely, yes. In 2028, with God's hand, we'll be running for president of the Dominican Republic.
You guys!
To try to help our community abroad and our communities in the island.
I almost don't know what to say, and that doesn't happen to me, okay? I always got something to say.
I hope that's a good thing.
It's such a good thing because, well, first of all, how did you land there? How did you get to this place where you said, you know what? I'm going to try to straighten things out over there, and I'm going to run for president of La República Dominicana.
Okay, so it's actually a combination of a few things. I feel like since I was little, I had a little urge of serving folks. My name is Raul because I had an uncle named Raul who was murdered in college in the DR protesting for rights, for human rights. So since I was little, I heard that story. So growing up, and I always had that story inside me. And Oro Solido is 30 years young. This year.
Epa, 30 years, 3 decades of Oro Solido. Oro who?
Yeah, hasta la 30 now.
Ay, hasta la 30.
So we're 30 years old, and about 30 years ago when we started traveling all over the world, I started getting a better idea, growing up in the New York area, getting a better idea of the DR and how important it was, and how other countries around Latin America were very important but didn't have a voice here. Yeah, we had a lot of citizens here. So I always had in mind that we could do better. So the last 30 years, we've been hearing the same problems that we've been hearing, and our parents have been hearing, and our grandparents have been hearing. Que no hay luz, that there's mucha corrupción, that the people ain't getting the money, that the country could be safer, that the utilities ain't there, and a lot of things are great, but a lot of things could be better, and it's 2025, so we shouldn't be talking about some issues there and here as well in the U.S., So I think as you get older, you feel like it's important, and as you when you have kids as well, as you know, it's important to get involved and just put your voice and do what you can, and if you're gonna go for the top, go big or go home.
Epa. So how does one become a candidate for president of the Dominican Republic? Do you have to have a dual citizenship status? Or how
Yes.
does that work?
So basically, some laws were passed a few years ago where every Dominican, no matter what part of the world you were born, you're a dual citizenship. You're Dominican. Doesn't matter what part of the world you're born. So with that being said, that means that there's about 3 million Dominicans that live in the diaspora outside of the DR, between South America, Europe, and the US and Canada. And about 3 million of them, and about 11 million in the island, 12 mal contado. So anybody now of age pretty much is able to run for the stage once you qualify with some details that are in place.
Okay, so when you become president, because I'm very hopeful of this.
Thank you.
What
God
are
bless.
some of the first things that you're going to do as president of the Dominican Republic?
Wow, I think you definitely need to secure the entire country 24 hours a day. Just like the resorts have 24 hours a day security, the entire island should have 24 hours a day security, including Haiti, by the way. So we should be trying to look out for them as much as we can look out for us. And definitely the country needs to expand its exports. Dominicans produce a lot of great stuff, and there's a lot of more stuff that they could produce. A lot of it comes here, but it should be not only internationalized and taken overseas and more to Latin America, but we should have a direct link between our growers and the Dominican bodegas and the supermarkets and all the associations here. So there's kind of a direct connection that can secure growth, because DR is sending food to Puerto Rico, they're sending food to a lot of different countries whenever there's needs. And I think the situation could be a lot better if the structure was better. There's a lot of stuff that could be made better as far as general defense overall in Latin America. You know, DR is a very, just like Puerto Rico, is in a very key area of the Caribbean that protects the entire continent, including the U.S. So it should be protected better. And we got to get more money into the people's pockets. We got to get more banks to go to the DR. DR probably has, I don't know, maybe like 10 different banks, mal contado, but we should have 200. Because there should be people loaning to small businesses, loaning to women that are starting small businesses as well, lending to entrepreneurs. The DR doesn't have a sports program, believe it or not. Like, to me, one of the greatest things in this country when I came was that there was leagues. I was able to go to baseball Little League, basketball Little League, football Little Leagues, and my friends in high school and college, everybody, sports was a big part of your education and of your development, and it just doesn't exist in the Dominican. You know, they have some regional teams, but there's no leagues. So I hope to start the first high school leagues and college leagues and have them also monetize it the same way the college league is doing here now, to see if people start seeing more money.
Yeah, like, have you ever been to the University of Michigan?
No.
Oh
no,
my,
I'm
have you
not.
guys ever been to the University of Michigan? I have never seen such a sports crazed town in my life. I'm like, there is money everywhere. There's blue and yellow on all the streets. Like, why don't we do that in DR with all the peloteros
We should do
and
that everywhere.
amazing sports figures coming out of DR?
Yeah, absolutely.
Why are we so behind, Raul?
I think from what I understand and hear now from people, the country needs new generations to come in with new visions, and it needs also a lot of the diaspora to get involved. So the diaspora has a lot to say, a lot to do. The diaspora has a lot of weight in the DR to throw around, even though it doesn't throw it around. So the diaspora, not only the Dominican diaspora, but all diasporas should get involved in their own countries, because we all go up. Once one of us goes up, we both go up.
Okay, so the other candidates, are you friends with them? Or are you guys like beefing in the streets, or like what's going down?
So I think before they were all Oro Solido fans.
Now they're like, Oro who? I don't know who that guy is.
Yeah, now they're really doing Oro. Now they're like, Fernandito Villalona, es lo mejor. Tú
Héctor
sabes.
Acosta.
No,
Ay,
Banda
sí.
Gorda, tú sabes. They're like, Raúl, te iban a llamar para la fiesta en diciembre, pero ya no podemos porque
Ya, se acabó
tú
eso.
sabes. No, actually, I know some of them now that our party's growing. El partido se llama Partido Diáspora Primero.
Ooh, I love
No,
that.
now that the party's growing, now thank God we've gotten calls from every party. We've gotten good calls, medium calls, bad calls. We've gotten calls for us to join them, which is a big compliment in Dominican language.
Okay.
You know how that goes. And it's helped us also connect with a lot of the folks here with the Democratic Party and the Republican Party as well.
Okay, now this is a really important question. How can we get involved? We, the diaspora here, like how can we help this cause? Do we need our dual citizenship? Should we all go out and get our cédulas? Because I definitely want mine. But like, what can we do?
Awesome,
what
awesome.
Can we do?
Yeah, I think everybody that's got a dual citizenship or a friend or that's married to a Dominican or that's neighbors with a Dominican, they just got to go to the consulado, bring their paperwork, bring your license now, I believe. It's very easy to do. It's right here in Times Square. And you just get your Dominican cédula and you register to vote. And between now and 28, try to get your primas, your tias, your amigas, and everybody to come through. And we'll try to make a change once and for all. The way I see it, there's like a couple of different Dominican republics. There's like a super rich Dominican Republic where it's so rich that Beverly Hills people are not allowed there. That's how rich it is. So rich that Trump may not be allowed there. Or some baseball players, the way we may think. Then there's a less richer area of folks and less richer. Then you have the middle class. And then you have the needy and the very needy. And the needy and the very needy you shouldn't have. So right now there's a lot of international people that have moved to the Dominican Republic. There's a lot of international money. It's a lot of people from Hollywood moving down there to do movies. Not just the Latin movies, but actual general market movies.
Yeah, like Fast and Furious shoots out there.
A lot of stuff that we know and a lot of stuff that we know about. Like there's a lot of studios that have moved there and they're trying to keep it on the DL because they don't want to burn the sceneries, I guess, what they said. So there's a lot of investment going on, but it's like DR is kind of like in my opinion, like at 15% of its potential. If you want to look at it that way.
Yeah. I am so excited for this. I mean, what can I do? I know you're picking like your cabinet, and we have a mutual friend. He told me that you already picked him for his the Minister of Tourism.
Yeah, Kevin.
Which shout out to Pills.
Kevin.
Yo, right? Those of you that
Kevin.
shout out to Pills. The future Minister of Tourism, that is an amazing pick. Okay, can I be a minister? Like, what can I do? La Judía, like, I don't know. I could be like the Minister of Comedy or something.
Exactly.
La Profesora, I could teach the kids comedy, podcasting. Anyway, I just wanted to put my name in the hat, just in case you're looking for somebody. But I think that's amazing that you're bringing your people with you.
Of course, absolutely. And there's definitely a ministry of women over there. So you could be the minister of women.
Is this a job offer?
And you could teach them comedy and school and everything you want to teach them.
Raul Acosta, I would love to be on your cabinet as anything. I'll clean the floors with Miss Tonin. Fabuloso, whatever your choice is. But to be like...
It would be my honor to have you on board and have your energy on board.
Did you guys hear that?
Yes.
Babe, you heard that? Okay. That's so exciting. Oh my gosh.
Absolutely.
Well, I trust you so much. You have taught me so much. You walked me through your studio that day. You're like, you should be doing this, and you should be on TV, and you should go here with your career, and you should not work with these people. You should work with these people. Like, that's real. That's 100% auténtico. Thank you for that.
That's what we try to do.
So let's talk a little bit about your business ventures now. So we've covered politics, which, gosh, I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, can I wear my sash that I got from the Dominican Day Parade if I'm the minister and like if you win? Like
Every
it's a
day.
sash. And I cleaned it the other day with jabón de cuava, so it's like nice and glistening, shiny. I was an ambassador for the arts for the Dominican Day Parade a few years ago. Whichever year, it's not important, but I still have the sash and I wear it every opportunity I can. If there's a Dominican event in this city, I'm wearing my sash. You best believe it. My little Captain Crunch sash with the like bristles and everything. Anyway, so business. You open Café Oro Solido.
Yes. So, yeah. So, Café Oro Solido is a concept brand which we've been offered for years now. A lot of people, I don't know if you remember Planet Hollywood.
Times Square.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Oh,
It was
the chain that's all over the world, but they had one in New York and Times Square. Yeah.
So we've been talking about it for the last 5 years now and preparing it as a franchise opportunity. And we just finalized last month cutting the deal. We do concerts in 100 different cities around the world, including all 50 states and all 20 countries in South America and about 25 cities in Europe. Mostly where the Latinos live all over Europe. That's in Spain, Italy, Amsterdam, Switzerland, Germany, Brussels, London. Latinos, we're everywhere.
We outside in Europa.
We're there. Let's not talk about Spain. Yes, Spain could be the third Dominican capital as well.
De verdad?
Yeah.
Actually, my great-grandfather was living in Spain. That's why he met my great-grandmother, and he was Dominican AF. Yeah.
We always joke
Interesting.
about the motherland phrase, but that's really our motherland.
Wow, that's
You know?
awesome. Interesting.
Yeah. So basically, in those 100 cities that we do business in, we always had a record label and we always did our concerts and our publishing company. So in about 2000, I got involved with a local Dominican TV channel. It was the first TV channel that came into the U.S. It's called Super Canal Caribe. I don't know if you've heard of it
I've
or
heard of it.
anybody's heard
Ay,
of it.
Super Canal Caribe.
Yeah. So we were in charge of distributing here when there was no Dominican channel. So we would go to Time Warner, and Time Warner would kick us out and be like, a Dominican channel only? Are you crazy? Get out of here. So after a while, we got a break. We got a break actually from Comcast. God bless them. And after they gave us the break, then everybody else did. And today there's like 1,000 Dominican channels. But this was in 2000. And after that, I realized that, wow, there's other communities that need media. I realized that like Central American folks didn't have medias. There was no media at that time for bachata. There was no media for típico, forget about it. Even for urban music was just starting, and other countries, like if you want to hear Ecuadorian music, where do you go? Kind of thing. This was, and obviously before the internet. So we started investing in radio stations and digital radio stations and TV channels. And we matched that with the 100 cities all over the world. We have about 10 24-hour music channels of different genres. We have about 60 TV channels of different generic content as well. A little bit of everything. It's divided between 2 free apps. One of them is called Festiva To Go, which is the music-oriented app. Acme Cable is the general cable content, the TV content. And we also have about 135 digital newspapers, one for each one of these countries around the world.
Wow.
And we added 32 because we have a newspaper for each one of the 32 provinces in the Dominican Republic now.
Love that.
By coincidence, since we're going to be working over there.
I love that. I hope there's
So
a
we-
Tamboril newspaper because I rep Tamboril real hard, okay? La
There's a
capital en
Santiago,
Tamboril.
there's a Santiago,
Ok,
there's a
Santiago de los
Santiago.
Caballeros, está bien. Estamos alrededor de Santiago.
We can always make a Tamboril paper just for you.
I mean, shout out to Tamboril. Like, that was the campo that we used to stay in.
Of
My mother
course,
was
of
born in La
course.
Capital, but, like, we used to go to La Doña's house and stay in Tamboril, and the mangoes were hitting the roof at night. Have y'all ever experienced mangoes hitting the roof at night? There's no sleep. Between that and the mosquito net, I'm like, this is not vacation. This is like my summer vacation, but this is definitely not a vacation. But then, we would play in the streets. Se fue la luz. That was the sign. Everybody out in the street to play. I have scars on my legs from falling on these unpaved streets of Tamboril. But you know what? Each scar, I'm like, that was fun.
That's a
That
good
was
summer.
fun.
Exactly.
That
I was just
fun.
gonna say that's
You know
a
what
good
I mean? And speaking of doing worldwide concerts, you're doing your 3rd concert at Disney next year.
Yeah.
Oro
yeah.
Solido is at Disney.
Yeah.
So Mickey Mouse, I mean, he's doing El Baile del Beeple, or what's up?
Something like that.
Minnie
Yeah.
Mouse Caratanguita Roja? No? All right, I'll stop.
Maybe.
I'll stop. I'm
You
ruining
never
this for the
know.
kids.
You never know. Yeah, this is our third concert. We did the first Latino Oro Solido and Friends concert. And we did it again last year. We had Magic Juan. We've had Fulanito. We've had a couple of Latin groups. And this year we're doing it again. It's going to be the start of our 30-year anniversary tour. It's going to be a world tour in all these cities that I spoke to you about. But our first show is going to be at Disney May 3rd, celebrating the Cinco de Mayo weekend.
Epa.
So it's going to be Oro Solido and friends. We're going to have some guest salsa, merengue, bachata, and Latin hip-hop
That
groups.
is so amazing. You know, one of Milly Quesada's singers is right there. Hey, Z.
Right,
Maybe we
right.
could be a part of this. Let's go to Disney.
That would
Take
be
me in your
nice.
maleta. I've never been to Disney. Well, I went once, but it was like whack. I want to see all the parks.
That'd be nice.
I love how there's like a Dominican Magic Kingdom. That's amazing. Yeah. Can we call it instead of Epcot, like Wepacot? No, does that work? I don't know. I'm workshopping stuff right now. As the Minister of Comedy and Women,
It's
I'm gonna have
Pero
to-
Disney.
Disney. Okay, we'll figure it out. Mickey Kaloker. Okay. Okay, so now I think it's time for you to spin the wheel, the Hot Wheel.
Okay.
So this is the Latinos Out Loud Hot Wheel. So there's different colors and corresponding envelopes. So if you spin the wheel, you have to answer one of these questions. Are you ready?
Okay, I have to.
Yeah, there's no choice. There's no choice. I mean, I guess you don't have
go,
to,
let's go,
but you'd be
let's go.
disappointing everybody and everybody out there. So
Okay.
just saying, these are potential voters, Raul. Okay.
I'm just afraid because I'm seeing a big X here, and I'm like, X?
Okay, I'll put that underneath. We'll put the flag of Japan on top, okay? So
Well, there's
can we
only
cheer
one
him on,
X.
you guys? Yes, let's go. Raul,
Like a
Raul, 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 Raul. Let's go, let's go, let's go. And it's, ooh, yellow. Good. This is not a repeated color. This is so
It's la
fun.
de la tanguita yellow.
La de la tanguita yellow. I have one of those too. Yeah, because of your music, I purchased a lot of intimate apparel. Okay, thanks. You should actually think of having
I
a
didn't hear
line
that.
at Victoria's Secret, like
That'd be nice.
the
That'd
Oro
be nice.
Solido line of tangas at Victoria's Secret,
That'd be nice. That'd be nice.
or Shein, right? Cardi B's Dominican Fashion Nova Oro Solido.
Están sudando, los hombres están sudando. Los hombres están sudando por aquí.
Oye, this is your new Minister of Women talking. Like,
Right,
I got
right, right.
ideas for days, okay? I am very, like, pro-vagina. Like, we could do this together. Okay, here we go. Here's...
I guess I'm part of the pro-gina movement as
Yes!
well.
Yes! It's like a good thing to do these days, okay? Pro-gina. Pro-ginas, unite! Woohoo! Yes! And oh my God, there's so many other partnerships. Let Me Sol, you know what I'm saying? Let Me Sol, which I think they should make a to-go product. I'm just saying, like, Let Me Sol to go, like you have it in your purse, and if your thing is on the fritz, all you need is spritz. Let Me Sol to go.
And by the way, the universe is so beautiful that the owner of Let Me Sol is one of our political partners,
Look at that!
who is now one of your partners
Yes!
for
Look at
your
that!
Let Me Sol to go, brand.
I'm gonna talk to him or her about this.
Him.
I also think we need to update the girl on the bottle, okay? She's really scantily clad, and like I think we need to be more. Not that I want to copy Summer's Eve, but like a little more Summer Eve's-ish, you know, moderna. We don't need the like freaking hoe on the bottle, like ooh, let me sol. You know what I mean? She's in my shower, and I look at her every day. I'm like, ugh, I turn the bottle. Like I don't want to. Okay.
I speak for the guys as when we say we agree.
Is there now? There's Let Me Bolas? Let Me Bowl? Which is a great idea. Yeah, I need to talk to this person. Okay, the question. Let's get to the question. Okay, Raul Acosta. Would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck? Would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck?
One horse-sized duck.
One horse-sized duck. Tell us why.
Because then I'd only have one enemy to concentrate on and fight.
That makes a whole lot of sense. Because the little guys, they get all over the place.
There's 100 of them. They're going to jump on your feet, on your hair. Te van a tirar spray.
Yeah, they could use some Lemmy Bowl or some Lemmy Soul to go. I think we're onto something. You guys, would you use Lemmy Soul to go? Right? A little spritz. If something smells down south and you fear for his mouth, Lemmy Soul to go. I got taglines for days, people. I got taglines for days. Please put your hands together for my friend Raul Acosta.
Thank you so much.
Raul, we are gonna make a movement. We're gonna join your movement. We're gonna do this with you. Because finally, we have somebody who's out there really for la gente. Because those other guys, they have not been for la gente. They've been for a few of the people, but not la mayoría de la gente. Thank you for doing that. Oh, tell everybody where they could follow you, your social media handles. I mean, I know it, but you should tell them.
On Instagram, Oro Solido Official, and Facebook, Oro Solido Official as well. And partidodiasporaprimero.com, whoever wants to see some info.
Thank you so much. One more time for el señor Oro Solido, the future presidente de la República Dominicana, Raul Acosta. Yes!
And by the way, one of the last things that I wanted to share was that the first franchise in New York City is hopefully going to be in this club you're sitting in right here. So during the day, we'll be a restaurant, and then at night, you guys can come party.
Guys, this was so much fun. Thank you to all of the guests. Thank you so much, Alana. Thank you to Raul Acosta. Thank you to Ian Lara. Why does everybody's name end with an A today? This is so funny.
Because we're toxic.
And we're at the Copacabana.
Copacabana.
A lot of A's today,
So
okay?
many A's.
Yeah, I mean, my middle name starts with A, but it's not Rachela. Okay, but actually, that's what my Jewish family calls me. Rachela, come here. When are you going to have a baby? Yeah, I heard that a lot. Okay, thank you so much, LOLeros. Thank you to this amazing audience. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for your energy. And of course, everyone behind the scenes, Romel, Saul, and Eddie. Thank you so much for all your hard work. LOLeros, you can follow us at We Are Latinos Out Loud. You can follow me at Rachel La Loca. You could also give us a call. No big whoop. 978 Latinos is the number. 978 Latinos is really the number. And we have a website, wearelatinosOutloud.co. Don't go to .com. A Chinese company bought that URL, and it's all in Mandarin. So I don't know what that is. They could be my episodes. I'm not sure. But go to wearelatinosOutloud.co. And on that note, we out.
It's the Latinos Out Loud podcast.